Hello, this is Cole. I'm speaking English right now. Yeah. Uh, I got this request to uh, to explain to you all the frustrations that arise through language learning. Um, I don't know if frustrations would be the correct word to use. I stumbled upon this. I don't know what you call this, a hobby or a. It's not as strong as a passion as much as it is just fascination. I stumbled upon this fascination about a year ago, and yeah, basically the thought process is I like the idea of language in general, just the way a culture, the way a civilization communicates in every corner of it. And yeah, ever since I just stumbled upon that mindset, I'd say that there has been minimal to zero frustration during my language learning. Obviously, I'm not good at it. Again, this is a very fresh fascination, infatuation, whatever you want to call it. So it's not. Yeah, I don't think language should have to feel like a chore anyway. You know, even if you are psyched to learn and in one day you didn't learn as much as you thought you would or hoped you would. You know, I've learned that through time there are some things that you just get better at, and you go back to things that you considered impossible a couple months before, and it's easy now. So I wouldn't really call it a frustration. Yeah, I'd call it more like a challenge, and this is sort of a challenge that yeah, I enjoy trying to crack it, and that's pretty much my bit on that. Yeah, once again, I'd like to invite everyone to offer corrections. I'm very open to corrections. I'm aware that I'm a novice when it comes to language, and it would be great if I can get some feedback. I noticed that my views have been rising steadily. Steadily, yeah, daily. And for those who are watching and offering support, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot, and I'm glad you're here with me, sharing this language learning experience. Yeah, as I was saying, I've been just doing, I guess, anything that any language learner would do. I listen to the radio daily, maybe for 40 minutes to an hour on my way to school. I read, yeah, I'm reading the Twilight series. Before then, I was reading books aloud to work on my pronunciation and flow of spoken language. And yeah, now I'm just practicing. The goal is to read and picture everything that I'm reading in my head. After that, I plan to read the Harry Potter series in Spanish, and I don't know. I imagine that I maybe move on to read some Paulo Coelho books that are translated in Spanish. That'd be pretty cool. I remember reading The Alchemist back in high school, and yeah, it was good. It was simple enough in English, and I like to think that my level in Spanish it's sufficient enough to comprehend what is being read. Yeah, I'm looking at myself right now, and I can hear my tone of voice, and I realize I sound very robotic right now, and very dull. That's not really me. It's all right. It's 11:13. I guess I'm a wuss. Yeah, I'm actually tired right now. I didn't sleep well during the weekend, and yeah, I guess it's bleeding off into the week. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? Let's see. Oh, I got some new material that I'm excited about. Obviously, I'm not gonna be working on it for a while, but I yeah, I was watching one of the Polyglots videos, Steve Kaufman. Uh, he's a very interesting guy. He's very knowledgeable. I remember him saying that he usually, whenever he's at a bookstore, he'll buy something, but he won't pick it up for a while. Like, I guess his comparison was like having a wine cellar. You collect wine, and every once in a while you go down to the cellar and you crack open a bottle. So yeah, I guess that's sort of how I've approached it. I bought a Teach Yourself German and a Teach Yourself Romanian. Yeah. Right now I'm on Spanish and Portuguese, and obviously, I can't dedicate any time to German or Romanian, so that's gonna have to come way into the future, years from now. But yeah, that's something I'm pretty excited about. Something to keep me motivated with Spanish and Portuguese to keep going, to push forward, to maybe even accelerate my learning, so I can start on Romanian or German. I also bought how do you pronounce it? Michel Thomas cities for German. It's like a beginner's course. I'm currently using Michel Thomas for Portuguese, and it's been helping me a lot. Yeah, actually, it's really good so far. So far, I'm only on the first 2 CDs of 8, so I don't know where that's gonna lead me, but it's pretty cool. So let me see. I have some time. Let me see if I answered everything. Yeah, with regards to making the Spanish videos, one of the reasons I'm doing these videos also is to sort of work under pressure. I practice in a very non-competitive environment, except except in school. But since it's summer, I'm not taking any summer classes. I'm using Assimil to keep myself sharp. And anything I learn, I'll write it down on flashcards and spend an hour to practicing speaking every night. But there's no pressure involved in that. But in front of a camera, when I have a time limit, and when there are potential people watching me. Obviously, there's no one watching me right now as I create this video, but I know that there will be. Yeah, doing this in a different language is actually pretty nerve-wracking. So yeah, I hope to sharpen my skills in that, the rate of thought and such. And yeah, as we approach the 8-minute mark, I feel that I don't have anything left to say, other than thanks for sticking with me for 8 minutes 7 seconds, and yeah, thanks for sticking me this long, even though it's 5 days. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my growth. Thank you very much. Good night.